Hey everybody, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. I've got an electric planer from Jellas that I started working on a couple months ago, but unfortunately some injuries got in the way and have delayed my finishing of this video. I have used this when making a project I'll show you here in a few minutes. I think this showed up in that video clip, but I don't remember for sure. But I'll be showing you that. But first I want to go over the workings of this tool itself. Out of the box, I am incredibly impressed with what they send you. This is just amazing. They give you a spare drive belt, tools for working on it, spare brushes. I mean, who does that? Spare brushes for the motor, extending the life of the motor. That's just amazing. And spare cutting blades. Right in that, right out of the box. That is quite impressive. I am very pleased with that fact. Right now I currently have a parallel guide on, which is convenient if you want to adjust the width of your cut running along. That's a really cool thing that they included that. You can go as narrow as you want on that and then tighten it up, and that will guide you so you have a perfect line. I like that fact. Really amazing though for this tool, which you don't see all the time, it's double-sided. That is incredible. You can do it either side you want. I really love that. It makes this tool so versatile. Now, I'm going to remove this and show you how that goes, because I'm not going to use this for the next step. Now this can go off to the side. And what we have here is a depth stop and a bushing, a spacer, and the depth stop goes on here. There's a little bit of a lip on there so you can get that in there right. I keep that out of my way for the most purposes. Another really amazing feature with this tool here specifically is the dust collector, right or left side. It's really amazing how this works. This is just stretchy. That just slides on. That can come off. Then there's your extension. Now check this out. This is really awesome. Push the button and press that out. And you can put it on the other side. I love it. It's so cool. And that pops back on. I'm leaving it on this side because I want it there. And that's it. So the depth guide, I actually could take it off if I want. There's your depth adjustment here. There's a dial to set your depth, your cutting depth, and raise and lower the cutting teeth on the bottom. Here you have a cool feature which I don't see every day. That's a blade protector to keep the blade from hitting the surface on the bench when you're not using the tool. Check this out. Isn't that cool? And then that kicks in when you move forward. Trying to do it one-handed. And then you can work. That is a pretty cool feature. Now I built this on a video quite a while back before I got hurt. This is a gold sluice box. A very useful tool here for me. And I used the planer to take rough sawn lumber, really rough lumber. You can see the texture of that rough lumber. Alright? And I planed that down to give me a smooth surface for the water to flow through, because you don't want anything jamming up your soil, your sand, your gold. You don't want anything sticking into the sides. So it turned out very well for this purpose. Now, meanwhile, I've used it quite heavily, so some of the grain is stuck up from the water being used. I used it all summer, but this helped me turn rough sawn lumber into smooth to make a nice project. I want to take the dirty edge off, then I'll sand it so that no gold or dirt can get trapped in the wood itself. Give you a better idea what it looked like. That was nasty looking wood when I started out. That was where it was sitting in the wood pile. This is rough sawn lumber that it was out in the weather aging, and turned out pretty good. Before I start planning a demonstration of how this works here, I want to show I love the power cord. I love the power cord. I hate short cords on a tool. I don't know why people do that. These guys, they give you a decent, generous power cord. I love that. So I can reach on over to my power behind me. Now I've got here some pretty rough wood. This is some rough sawn, roughly 2x2. I use a lot of this in my projects and in crafting and stuff in my wood shop. I'm going to plane this down just to show you how well this works and how it works. One pass already took out a lot of that. It looks good. I'm going to hit it another time. There's a little bit of a lower spot here and I missed the corner. Let me show you how that worked out in one pass. I want to show you a close-up. Look at how smooth that is after one pass. There's a little bit of a dip and there's really smooth. You can see how it looked before. Here's where I dug in. That did a nice job in one pass. I'm going to hit it again and get this dip out. A perfect, beautiful piece of wood from rough cut lumber. Just incredible. 2 passes. Took that dip out, smoothed that out just like commercial grade lumber. I'm also quite impressed with the dust collection here. There's hardly any dust on my bench. It all went in here. I'm very surprised and pleased how well that worked. You can hook up a vacuum if you want to, but there's no need with this thing. It's really good. So there's a nice piece of wood. I'm going to probably use that on a project later. Here's something else unique. There are V-grooves on the bottom, the front surface of the planer for beveling edges. How cool is that? Let's give that a try. That is beautiful. We took a piece of scrap sawmill slabwood waste and made it into nearly commercial grade lumber with beveled edges. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Smooth. Almost like out of the commercial lumber yard. That is a pretty cool tool right there, guys. Now I've got something here I don't know. This is going to be quite a challenge. This is a piece of sawmill slab wood that looks like an alligator. And I'm going to try, I don't know because it's got the bark on. I'm going to try to see if I can plane this out and make it smoother so my daughter can paint it together with my wife. Let me zoom out a bit and show you that. It just looks like an alligator. I don't know if this is going to work because it's a bit curved. I have no idea how this is going to come out. But I want to try it because they're going to paint it later. Well, not too bad. A sander will take out any nicks that I put in with the planer. But I got the roughness out. This is hard around a knot. It's really hard to get perfect around a knot. I'll hit that with a sander later. I have a belt sander for that job. But did better than I thought it would. Well, there you have the Jellas electric planer. Now there's other functions you can do with this that I've never done, so I'm not going to attempt to do it on video. But I'm very impressed with, I've never had a V-groove to do beveled edges on a planer before. To be able to turn a piece of scrap into commercial grade lumber in my workshop is pretty cool. Well, I will put the links to buy one for yourself in the video description and the comments below. It is unique in some of the features that it has. And I won't mention places, but you won't find that in some of the other places. That's for sure, and especially for this price. Well, check it out, guys. Please like this video, leave a comment below, and subscribe if you haven't. And go get yourself one. I'm impressed. Talk to y'all later.